It now looks like the unclaimable rewards bug now has a bigger problem. We have an update on the Alliance Wars season rewards situation, and why did Alliance Quest say it was beginning yesterday? Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Friday. There's a lot of scuffy things going on at the moment, whether or not it's Alliance Quest starting early or prematurely like one day, and what's the deal with that? Alliance Wars season rewards still haven't been given out, but there's more to this that meets the eye. Man, a lot of stuff to cover in a very short space of time. Oh, and also this video is sponsored. Oh, hello there, you've just caught me setting up for a nice little questing level up grind in this fantastic game called Raid Shadow Legends. I've been playing this fantastic free-to-play mobile game, link in the description by the way, for every day for the last 3 months. Because one thing I love about this game is making units stronger and trying to take on more content and getting the win, the victory. As you can see we did here. But don't take my word for it, 15 million people have downloaded the game in the last 6 months. Now one aspect of the game that I absolutely love is the multi-battling feature. You can set automatic selling of certain types of artifacts, which is important because sometimes when you get to a higher level you need to sell them off, and also continue through certain things like the max level, not to mention assigning a queue for champions that have been max leveled. And that is something that is absolutely amazing for players. Also, it's really important to get yourself involved with tournaments because collecting points means lovely prizes, which can help you with more energy for questing, more tomes for leveling up your skills, and even some chicken for ranking up. For those interested in what I'm working on at the moment, I'm trying to get up my ethos to a rank 6, and as well build up his artifacts to make them as level 16. Not to mention the fact of building up his defensive quality, because at the moment it is very low. I do want to improve his skills, which currently have not been leveled up, and his masteries need to be put up as well. Not to mention the fact that I'll put up to rank 6 this Spirit Host, which has amazing abilities to then heal herself. Not to mention the fact that she's able to place block debuffs and removal debuff effects on allies. Very handy in an arena situation. Guys, it's pretty obvious that the game is growing super fast and they're putting every effort to put new stuff in there for you so you don't get bored. I always find something fresh and something interesting each and every day. And especially with the roadmap that they published, you're going to see a tag team arena, a new faction, a new clan boss. So yeah, lots of stuff is going to be happening. Now you'll find me in-game under the name RichTheMan, of course. And currently I've got 2 available slots in my clan Frank's Terror Troop. So what are you waiting for? Go to the video description or the pinned comment down below. Click on the special links, and if you're a new player, you'll get 100,000 silver, 2 clan boss keys, 10 mystery shards, and 1 free champion. The Executioner, especially because he's got that aura to increase defense by 17% for all of your team, and also Mutamatt looks quite good as well, quite effective for decreasing the turn meter and as well attacking all enemies. But do bear in mind these rewards are relevant for 30 days. So download Raid Shadow Legends today, and I'll see you in game. Thanks very much to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video, and thank you to my subscribers for hitting up the link because it is so helpful for my channel to keep going with having these sponsors. So yeah, thank you very much to everybody, and let's get on with the news. First bit of news kicking us off is the announcement of Alliance Quest changing, with new types of nodes being added or new types of buffs being added to the enemies that you're going to face off against. These particular buffs can be found here. I think for a lot of players that do map 7, they're going to find this slightly annoying, especially like adding Annihilus in, but I know a lot of players are very good against that champion. But seeing certain ones added in with Pilfer to map 6, not exactly the most nicest of things, but there are workarounds. It's not doom and gloom, but it is a little bit frustrating. As you know, in this post, Kabam announced that there's further details to Alliance Quest modifiers, and those are the honor points and the new mini ranking system in that. In any case, there's a lot to really explain, but it's an optional extra if you choose to do it. Also, I must shout out Mutamatt, the Class Advantage, who put together this amazing calculator incorporating modifiers, Alliance Quest costs, and other kinds of things. It is pretty amazing. Go check it out. Link is in the description down below. Also, for those interested, the rank rewards have been looked at and have been altered in such a way that is a greater improvement. As you can see right down at the bottom here, going right the way to the top, there has been substantial additions to this, and it is pretty cool to say that good, we're going to get some better stuff, and I'm hoping to see a lot more tier 2 alpha fragments, tier 5 basic, and maybe like a bit more than normal with such things like glory. However, out of this post, I think the best thing to come out of it is the changes to the glory store based on resources. As you can see here, I mean, from my perspective, the thing that I'm looking at the most is the tier 5 basic fragments, which if you compare currently in game, it's 900 tier 5 basic fragments, as opposed to the 2,250 that's going to be on offer. And also the price, 1,280 glory is now reduced down to 900 glory, with the second one being purchased is going to be 950, which if you look at now, it's like the first one's 1280, the next one is 1330. So man, like, it's an amazing saving on glory. But it's not just about what benefits me, because tier 2 alpha savings, not by a huge amount, by 100 glory, it still stays the same on how much you get, and not to mention the same for tier 4 basic. So those are the two key things for further progression, but also for you guys that are trying to make those gains, you're going to see some benefits as well. But I think the tier 5 basic is the most substantial thing to see some greater improvements. And I've got glory saved up, so I'm quite happy with this. I'm going to start making the saving as of this evening, so yay me. Also, if you're interested in a little graphic for what everything looks like for bosses you're fighting off against in Alliance Quest, here they are. Okay, now sticking with the Alliance Quest story, there is a slight issue for those that really like the history aspect to the tab. So when you go to Alliance Quest and you've got the history option, it's kind of handy to go back and just reflect on certain things, just see where things tie in for your week's progression, planning stuff, think about prestige things, you name it. It's quite handy for a lot of players for different reasons. And it's missing. So what's happened to this? Vidius at the start of the week said it'd take to the game team and see what happens and why is this gone? Well, want it back, give it back. But yesterday Vidius had this to say: hey gang, update. This was a feature we did remove. However, I have heavily emphasized that many of you would like to see this implemented back into the game. Fingers crossed that actually comes to fruition, because I know a lot of you do enjoy that, and it's nice as well. Like, I go back from time to time, I just reflect on a few things, have a look at some stats from it, just key information, just to compare off. In other news, and for anybody interested in where we are up to with fights, Kabam Mike said yesterday in the forums, hey everybody, sorry for the late update. We've been pretty busy for the last few days. Yes, I can imagine so. Where's the compensation? I do have some numbers for you. As of 6 AM PST this morning, we have 312,927,023 fights. But I have just heard that Brian Grant is only going for the 3 and maybe 4-star versions of Doctor Doom. So this could be very dire, people. It may take 100 mil off of the total, but we'll have to see. We're nearly there. We're nearly at 400 mil. We can nearly get those slightly good community-based reward things. Let's do it. Okay, next up, and we've got a serious problem. It's been nearly 7 days since we had the big scuff of Friday, and in that there was an issue about claiming rewards and players weren't able to do it. Something was sorted out with it, so the continuation with claiming rewards was fine. However, though, for those that were stuck in some sort of limbo-based loop, it meant that still people to this day aren't able to claim certain rewards. And this is why we've got a problem. And that problem is that rewards are expiring. That's the biggest issue now. We got 7 days since this was an issue, and now it's bit more of an issue because these rewards will be gone for good. And I don't know how Kabam plan to sort this out. Like, if they do expire, then will they be giving them back in some sort of way, sending a message with them attached? Or is it a case that they'll just allow them to expire and forget them completely? I don't know, but I'd like to see that these things are dealt with. Kabam, please get this sorted for players. Thank you. And now on to our final story, and that's Alliance Wars Season Rewards. This is something that is really annoying for players, because at the end of the day, they want these rewards. Season ended early. I know that Kabam have got to start up the leadership board, and there has been a statement, which obviously we can see here, and Kabam Mike has made a statement on this as well. Oh, sorry, Kabam Mike has made a statement. Yes, apparently we've been getting it wrong for a while. Anna simply says that summoners, we are currently in the process of collecting the data required to resolve the Alliance Wars Season 13 leaderboards to where it was before we experienced our outage/issues. This will take some time. Rewards for the season will be delivered later this week / early next week. Leaving your alliance prior to this will result in missing out on your rewards. With Mickey reiterating that statement here, yeah, I mean, the fact is, don't leave your alliance, and if you have done because you've fallen out with people, man, that's bad. And obviously if you've been kicked from your alliance, that sucks, and that needs to be addressed. But yeah, you'll need to stay in your alliance up until these rewards are given out. which may be a case they're out today, maybe Sunday, and also maybe we're getting them on Monday. Who knows? There we have it. That has been Marvel Contest of Champions news for Friday the 15th of November 2019. I may post another news today depending on what happens during today. There could be some stuff like the game could go down again. Hopefully not. Or maybe we get compensation. I've had no word to say that we will get it today or won't get it today. I've had no answer on the subject. So as soon as you're kind of informed, I'm going to be informed as well. And we'll talk about whether or not it's going to be generous enough against the stuff that's gone wrong, those kind of things as well. Thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Check out other content here, including my Doctor Doom opening. And see you all in the next video. Bye-bye for now.